You are here to level up your narrative. Passion will lead to your success. I want you to embrace stories. Hey, my dear future doctors, residency application season is here. And we both know that your personal statement can either open doors for you or you can get ghosted or locked out by program directors. I am Dr. Umer Khan and I run the Residency Corner channel here. And today we are going to break down the 5 smartest moves that you can make in your residency personal statement. This isn't just about being a good writer. Let me tell you that. This is about telling your story in a way that gets you interviews. And that is the name of the game. If you're not able to get interviews with your personal statement, then of course you are going to be at a loss. Number 1 tip I'm going to give you right now is write a new story, not a medical school essay. Maybe if you try to get into medical school, you had to convince committees that you want to be a doctor, but now you are a doctor. So this is the next step ahead. I don't want IMGs and foreigners to talk about, their high school and about getting into medical college. No, you don't need to be talking about getting into medical college. You need to now talk about getting into residency. This is your chance to show them what kind of a doctor you are becoming and why you've chosen this specialty. And this is the next logical step for you. You're not here to reintroduce yourself in a way that you were a medical student or you were going into medical school. You need to talk about residency. You are here to level up your narrative. So let me give you an example. During medical school, I was drawn to internal medicine, not just for its diagnostic complexity, but because I found deep fulfillment in helping patients understand and navigate their own illnesses. You basically need to come in with passion. And passion will lead you to success in your personal statement. Mark my words, passion will lead to your success. So lead with passion, tell your story on how clinical experiences led you to choose this specialty. Let's talk about number 2. This, again, your specialty needs to be unforgettable. Think of your specialty choice as the heartbeat of your essay. It needs to pulse with clarity, with conviction, with detail. Let me give you a bad example. Surgery just feels like home. I think that's pretty bad. A better example would be the first time I scrubbed into an appendectomy, I felt both the intensity of the moment and the team synergy that makes surgery so impactful. So you see the difference? And your program director or whoever is interviewing you, who is of course a surgeon, they will know, yes, this is what I feel almost every single day and this is exactly what I felt back in the day. Then your move and tip number 3 would be avoid buzzwords and I want you to embrace stories. I don't want you to say that I love solving puzzles and problems or that family medicine lets me care for the whole patient. Very generic. People have said that a million times over. I don't want you to say any of that. So these are overused and underwhelming. They don't really elicit any emotion. You want the person to be emotionally involved. Any novel that you're reading, the best novels are which give you the emotion and you are emotionally invested in reading that book. So this is what you need to do. Give stories. Instead of dropping these buzzwords, anchor your essay in a real moment. Let me try to give you an example. In our student-run clinic, I met a homeless man with chronic diabetes and uncontrolled hypertension. And looking to coordinate his care alongside social workers taught me that medicine isn't just a diagnosis, it's advocacy. You have to advocate for your patient. That's memorable. At least I think so. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. You're not just saying that you care, you're proving it through lived and experienced examples. And that's what I need you to do. I need you to tell stories. Now your move number 4, your tip number 4, customize. Everything needs to be customized. So let's face it, you might apply to 50, 100, 150 programs. Now listen to this carefully. I want you to have, let's say, 3 different personal statements for one specialty. For example, if you are applying to internal medicine, you should have 3 tailored personal statements for just internal medicine. Now, this is going to sound very obnoxious to you because you probably never heard of this before. So have 3 different statements, personal statements for internal medicine. 1 for an academic heavy program, 1 for a community-based program, 1, let's say for example, a rural program. You should tailor a few strategic versions of your personal statement. Academic heavy program. highlight your research. Community-based programs focus on patient care and connection with the patients in your personal statement. And let's say for rural programs, mention adaptability. Examples, give examples. Resourcefulness, because you may not have all the specialties under one roof. You need to be resourceful. And your service commitment, your commitment to go above and beyond, because you may need to do things that may not be needed in a fully fledged high-grade university program. So a pro tip for you here right now, make sure that you label them clearly, because you don't want the wrong personal statement to be going into the wrong program. For example, I am research or family medicine community. So you don't upload the wrong statement to the wrong program. And one more thing, and if there is a dream program that you really want to get into, write for it. There are a couple of programs that you said, okay, I really want to get into these programs. Make your interest obvious. Mention a rotation, a mentor, a department strength, anything that shows that you have done your homework and you are actually targeting that specific program. So basically, the more hard work you put into your personal statement game plan, the more likelihood that you will succeed, and succeed in the way that you want, not how anybody else wants. And number 5, make it human. Don't make it robotic. And this is a very important move, especially in the era of AI, ChatGPT, Claude. We have all read personal statements that feel like they were written by ChatGPT. So let me give you an example. During my sub-internship, I demonstrated initiative, professionalism, and an ability to multitask under pressure. Boring. Okay? Everybody will know that this is ChatGPT talking. You are a real person. You are not a checklist. Instead, tell us something that shows humility and growth. Let me give you an example. When I accidentally gave incorrect discharge instructions as a 4th-year medical student, I really felt crushed. My senior calmly helped me fix the issue, but it did teach me how to own mistakes and not to hide from them. And that moment taught me leadership is as much about grace as it is about skill. Now, I don't know what you think, but I believe that shows some character. Let's run through some rapid fire do's and don'ts, and I'm going to have something bonus at the end of this for you. So stay tuned. All right, so do be concise. Stick to around 800 words. No program director is reading your 28,000 personal statement unless they are trapped in a flight or an elevator and they cannot get out, and they have to read you, and there's nothing else that they can read. They don't have any Netflix subscription, and they don't have any YouTube. All they have is your personal statement in front of them. So don't list every rotation you did. This isn't your CV. Highlight 1 or 2 impactful stories, not about 12 stories, right? Then do show where you are going. Give a glimpse of your future self, a clinician, a teacher, a researcher, a leader. Show some spark that what you want to do in the future. I want you to boast, but I don't want you to sound cocky. Confidence is good. Bragging is not good. It's very cringe. Final thing, you should not make this mistake. I do want you to proofread. Proofread again and again. Give it to a friend who is willing to destroy your personal statement and give you feedback in all red ink. Wrong, incorrect, mistake, obnoxious. Throw this out of there. And as promised, bonus, what makes a personal statement really stand out? And do you know what separates the good from the great? And you want to be great here, right? It is not just what you say, it's how you make the reader feel. It's how you make the person feel. And I think I mentioned that at the start of this video. Do they feel like they just met someone who will be a fantastic colleague? Do they trust that you will show up for your patients, your team, and yourself? And do they finish your statement thinking, I want this person in my program? That's the goal. If the person is reading this throughout saying, yes, this is the person, yes, this is who I want, yes, hey guys, let's get him this interview. And that's the goal, my friends. Anyways, if you do need some help and you want some help from myself, then you can check the link in the description. Like this video if this helped you out, subscribe because I have plenty more coming, and check out this video right over here for more tips on your personal statement. Thank you.